Welcome back, my sunshiny friends. Today's video is sponsored by Renpho in collaboration with Airefina. But first, I am sitting here just getting ready for the day. It's a very exciting day. My grandson is on his way and he is spending the weekend with me. So I am super, super pumped about that. But first, I got the Hydro Plus from Dollar Tree. You guys know I'm a Dollar Tree sucker, and I watch Vivian Tries. Does anybody else watch Vivian Tries? She's does Dollar Tree content, and she tries all the product, but she usually just like tries it on her hand and stuff. So this is a dupe for the L'Oreal Hydro Plus, which I already use the L'Oreal moisturizer. Actually, this is my L'Oreal moisturizer. I've been using like a thing to scrape out the bottom because I want to get like every last drop. But this is the collagen. I've been using this for over a year now. So I just got a new one of those. This is supposed to be the dupe for the L'Oreal Hydro Plus Water Gel. And it's supposed to like really be hydrating. So this is what it looks like. So Vivian tried it, but she just tried it on her hands. I have a very particular, like, when I put stuff on my face, I often don't like it and I end up throwing it away because it feels sticky, or I can smell something and I need it to be fragrance free. I don't smell anything here. This is supposed to be the dupe and people are saying that they love it, but I'm just actually curious, like, if it's gonna dry right away, because my skin is so dry. Maybe I used too much. It's not kind of soaking in yet. She was saying on her hands it soaked in. On my hand, it definitely, I feel like it soaks in a lot faster. I might have used too much of it, but my skin is so dry right now, and I really feel like when I put my moisturizer on, my face just like sucks it in. So I'm kind of hoping, I actually bought two, because once you see something and it's there, it's gone in like an instant. Like my I bought dishwasher pods like a year ago, and they were awesome, and they were $1.25, and there was 30 of them in a pack. So I bought like 5 after I realized I liked it. All right, this actually is good. I think I used too much, so it took like a little bit more to soak in, but I don't feel sticky. I have such a hard time with moisturizers. So yeah, if you need a moisturizer, apply evenly to face and neck after cleaning. That's all it says. I like it. I will definitely like keep it and put that into the rotation as well, because especially in the winter, I feel like I'm really, I mean, I guess all year long, I use a lot of moisturizer on my face because I just feel it's so dry. Now my hands are also like getting cracked and gross. So this Active Hands cream is a dupe for the healing hands. And this too is supposed to be really good. I'm kind of a sucker for the Dollar Tree. You guys know that. I always would rather spend the $1.25. So it's really thick, like paste. Interesting. I feel like I need to get my nail in there and like get some of it out. It reminds me, not by the smell, but by the texture, it reminds me of Noxzema. Does anybody remember Noxzema? Like when we were kids, we'd have to like scrape it out. It doesn't have like any scent or anything. So hopefully there was a foot one too, but they didn't have it at well, I went to the Dollar Tree in the city. Yeah, we'll see. So I am doing my weekly check-in, weekly weigh-in, telling you guys what's been going on for the week. That's what we're doing here today. If you are new here, I would love it if you would go hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, do all the things. But first, a word from our sponsor. Do you have friends coming over for the holidays, not really sure where they're going to sleep? I have got you covered, my friends. Today's video is brought to you courtesy of my partnership with Renpho Health and Wellness, along with Airefina. And we have an amazing new air mattress that we are going to be putting into our spare room. I loved how easy this set up. It literally took 3 minutes. That's why I did it on time lapse. It was so easy. I was super impressed. But the best part about it is it didn't have a pump that I had to take out, make sure that I keep track of. It was all together. It set up super fast. I didn't have to put a plunger or anything like that in to keep the air in. There was a knob, turn the knob to inflate, turn the knob to deflate. I don't have to do anything else. I just turn the knob on and off, and that was it. And then it fit easily in the carry case, and I will be able to store it in the closet upstairs. Awesome. It has a nice soft top part to it. It's water resistant, puncture resistant, all of the things. And my husband just came and laid down beside me, and it's still relatively comfortable. This is a much thicker mattress. We have just like a cheesy mattress that we took on vacation with us a couple of years ago. This is actually going to go up in our spare room that, like I said, we're in the process of remodeling currently. This will go into the closet, and then when my sister-in-law, hi Stace, or my son and his wife come to stay, they will have somewhere to sleep. And I won't have to keep it out all the time, because that was my big issue, is using it as a spare room. I didn't really want to have a bed in there that I have to like move around, because then obviously I can't use the room for a lot of other stuff. It's a pretty small room, but this is nice and comfortable. This is going to help you look, it fits right in my living room. Took 3 minutes to set up, and then the same thing to put it back down. Easy peasy, a lemon squeezy. There is a link in the box below. If you are in need of an air mattress, I highly recommend the Airefina. It comes in a twin, a full, and a queen size. Go check the description box below for the link and go get yours during the Black Friday sale. Thank you again to Renfo Health and Airefina. And if you have any interest in maybe some gifts, Black Friday sale is going on now. Check out the link below. So this week again was not very earth-shattering, nothing major going on weight-wise. Last night I had some pretzels kind of late, and I know I've told you guys multiple times, when I eat anything later, I feel like it stays on. So I was 143 pretty much all week. This morning I'm 143.4, and I really think that those pretzels, I had like a serving of pretzels. I had maybe 10 or 12 pretzels, not like I ate an entire bag. But it was late. It was like 10:30. But the reason why is because I told you guys last week that I was sneaking over to my parents to surprise them with I can't find my stuff. To surprise them with a Christmas tree. So I did go to my parents. My mother works. She works at a pizza place, and they don't close until 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So she worked, and then she went and got something to eat afterwards. So it was like 9:45 by the time she got home. So I was at my parents' house with my dad waiting for my mom to get home from work and surprise her with a Christmas tree. I have an amazing friend who is like jack of all trades, really, this woman. And she has a Christmas tree business that her and her business partner actually go into people's homes and set up their Christmas trees. And she is just the most unbelievably talented. Her partner has a interior design company, and they do this during Christmas, and she is just unreal. She actually did the backdrop for my son's wedding a few years ago, 3 years ago. Actually, they just celebrated their 3-year anniversary on Thursday, and that is why I get Rowan tonight, because they're going out for their anniversary. But anyway, Colleen and Jackson snuck over to my parents' house, and they put up this unbelievably gorgeous Christmas tree. And here is my mom coming home. Just FYI, she does drop an F-bomb in there, so I apologize, but I wasn't gonna cut the video because it's priceless to see my mom come home from a 10-hour workday, and this is what she came home to, so enjoy. Where'd you get that tray? Where'd you get that tray, babe?
What are you doing here? Where did that fucking tree come from? That's fucking gorgeous. Where'd it come from?
Shower gun for you.
Look at it. Does it remind you of it? Does it remind you of anything?
Yeah, Colleen Curry. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Oh,
Isn't it pretty? I could not have been happier with this beautiful tree. Thank you so much, Colleen. Wasn't that awesome? She was so excited. And the funniest part was my dad was never like a big fan of like decorating and stuff like that. When we were kids, my father wasn't like super into like putting up the tree and stuff. So he would go to the movies the night that we did the tree and then just come home and the tree would be there. But my dad always wanted the tree to have colored lights and like all of the sentimental ornaments, like anything that we made as kids, things that people had given them, which is what my tree is now. That's what my son likes. So that's what my tree is. And my mom always kind of wanted like a beautiful, more uniform tree. So that's what we did for her. And my dad absolutely loved it. It was kind of funny because I didn't think he was really going to be that thrilled about it. Because like I said, he never really got into the decorations or anything like that. But he just sat there staring at it, pointing out like different pieces and different parts of everything on the tree. He absolutely loved it. And it just made me so happy to see them enjoy it. And they are going to get to keep it for like a month and a half that they can enjoy this tree. And then on New Year's Day, we do a New Year's Day brunch at my parents' house with like the whole family. So we'll have the tree there, and I'm hoping to get like some family photos with my entire family, my brothers, their spouses, and all of our children, because everybody is usually there. So fingers crossed we can get everybody together and we can do like a nice family photo with this gorgeous Christmas tree before it comes down. So yeah, that was the highlight of my week for sure. There was some lows as well. Like I've told you before, I do have family going through some stuff. So yesterday we had to go to a doctor's appointment, and I mean, I guess all in all, it could have been worse. So we're just kind of taking everything one day at a time. My son is texting me right now, so they're not going to come right this minute. They're going on vacation soon, so they need to go get their passports. And their appointment is this morning, and he was going to drop the baby off first, but it looks like he changed his mind because they're probably running late, and he lives an hour away. So, yeah, I get to sit and chat with you guys. So what else happened this week? Food-wise, not too much. I did my normal. I had leftovers one day. I had my apple salad a couple of days. Tonight, my parents, I think, and my aunt are going to come over. So I am going to make some shrimp Mozambique, and I think I'm going to make some beef tips. So I'm going to probably get that started now that the baby's not going to come until a little bit later. I'll get that started now. And he's sleeping over. Did I tell you that for the first time? This is exciting. This is his first sleepover. And I'm pretty pumped about it because usually, you know, it's a few hours and then he goes home and then I'm sad for a little while. But I will have more than a full 24 hours with my little man. So that is exciting. Maybe if I do another video later on today, because typically I do my videos on the weekends. If I do another video later on today, maybe I'll get him and show you guys how big he is and how much babbling we have. He's trying so hard to say everything and like tell us what he's doing and what he's up to and all of those types of things. And then this week, guys, is Thanksgiving. Like, I can't believe how fast this year has gone. It's kind of been crazy. I can't believe Rowan is a year and a half. I can't believe my youngest is in the middle of his sophomore year in high school. This year has just flown by. It's crazy to me. Really, truly is. So yeah, Thanksgiving is coming and all of the Thanksgiving goodies. And then right after that is going to be Christmas. So it's nutty to me. All right, I'm going to do my hair really quick and then we'll chat. Okay, so speaking of the holidays, what are you guys planning on making for Thanksgiving? So I mentioned before, I am hosting Thanksgiving. So we're doing turkey. Not my favorite, but obviously there'll be a turkey. It's my husband's favorite. And then I'm going to do some type of chicken. I'll check with my brother, either a rotisserie chicken or a chicken pie. I make like a really good chicken pie. Because my brother, I don't really like turkey. My brother really doesn't like turkey. My son doesn't like turkey. So I will be doing something else with it. And then I make a sausage stuffing. So I have specific things that everyone expects from me for Thanksgiving. So my sausage stuffing, and it's like super easy. Sausage stuffing, I make a apple cranberry chutney. That's like our cranberry sauce. And I'll make an applesauce. So that those things will be from scratch. And then, do you guys do broccoli and cheese, or is this just like an us thing? I feel like a lot of people do this now, but do you do broccoli and cheese for your Thanksgiving? We do, and that's like one of our big things, and it has to be Velveeta cheese or my son gets mad. This is my oldest's favorite holiday, my husband as well. They love Thanksgiving dinner. They love turkey, mashed potatoes, obviously. And then last year, the year before, I started doing a mac and cheese for my nieces. My niece Skyla, who you guys have met a couple of times, doesn't love any of it, so she's a little bit pickier. So I do a mac and cheese from scratch, and then corn. My sister-in-law will be making a green bean casserole, and then who knows? Oh, I'm sure that there'll be something orange. My mother will make either sweet potatoes or something like that. But what does your menu look like? And then for pies, my dad is picking up a pie. I make a pineapple, like it's like a cream cheese based kind of pie. My sister-in-law is making a chocolate cream pie. My other sister-in-law will make a caramel cheesecake. My mom usually makes a pumpkin pie. And then that might probably like cookies or brownies or something like that. But I'm curious, what is on your menu for this Thanksgiving? And then do you guys do the same thing for Christmas, or or Hanukkah, or like whatever you celebrate, if you celebrate something, or do you go different? So one of the reasons that I dislike this meal so much is because we do it back to back. So we do like almost the exact same meal on Christmas Day. And again, it's just not my favorite meal. So I'm always like, oh, typically my brother will also do some type of a meat, like a prime rib or something like that, as well. But the holidays right now are kind of up in the air about, where we're going and what we're doing. So we're still kind of all over the place with that. So a menu has not been decided, but Christmas Eve will be here. And I mix it up on Christmas Eve, usually like some type of beef tips, always baked stuffed shrimp. I do these little crab English muffin, like appetizers. They're so good. And something we started a few years ago, we do Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. My son doesn't like any of the other stuff that we have, and we started doing it, and now I get like 100 chicken nuggets. Everybody looks forward to the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. We pick them up the day before, cold. I put them in the oven, and everybody loves the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. So that will be something else that we're doing. But yeah, one thing I did forget to mention earlier and last week when I took my shot, I actually did the back of my arm. I hadn't done that in quite a while. So instead of my 12.5 that I've been taking, I did the 10 milligrams and I did it in my arm, figuring if I was going to have side effects, being down a little bit, maybe would, help the side effects. And I am pleased to say that I didn't really have any major side effects. I had like a little tiny bit of nausea once or twice for like a few minutes. I didn't even take anything for it. The only odd thing this week that was super weird is all of a sudden the constipation was back, and like really back, which was really strange because I'm still taking the Miralax every single day. So I don't really know if that had anything to do with the arm or not. I can't imagine that it would, but that's the only thing that I did different. I ate the same protein coffee in the morning. This has been my obsession this week. I kind of always have one, right? I've been frothing up in the blender my coffee, and I've been adding protein powder to it so that I have like closer to 50 grams of protein, which is great on the weekends because the weekends is really when I'm not getting enough protein in. But my lunches were the same, like either leftovers or apple salad, and dinners were the same. So that was kind of strange. That was like started on Tuesday, and it's just now kind of working its way out. So that was a little strange. I'm not really sure what was going on there. But I think because I have 2 more 10 milligram pens, I'm just going to do 2 of these for the next couple of weeks because the hunger suppression and everything was still pretty much the same as the 12.5. And then that will, obviously I don't want to waste it. And that will give me 2 more weeks. And then I have 12.5 in the refrigerator, but I won't have to pick it up right away. And then I'll save a little bit of money with the holiday season coming. So that is my plan right now. I'm going to stay at the 10 for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll be into December, and that will be it. FYI, I had that Hydro Plus moisturizing gel and then my makeup over it, and my face feels good. You know, sometimes you get like some of that moisturizer and your face just feels like tight, and then like especially the gel form, like some of the serums that I've used, my face feels like funny, and then like I have to wash my face and put on my regular moisturizer later. I don't have that. My face feels really good. So I will continue to use that. I checked the ingredients. The ingredients are the same as the L'Oreal. So that's like an $8.75 savings by going to the Dollar Tree. And I almost feel like I shouldn't even be telling everybody, because every time I tell people things, not like I'm not going viral by any means, but by the time I go back, the things that I really am like liking at the Dollar Tree are gone, like my dishwasher pods. But anyway, I think that is going to do it for this week. You're probably going to see the same shirt in the next couple of videos this week. And I think I'm only going to have 3 videos out this week. So I apologize now. I know a lot of times I try to get a daily, where Tuesday and Thursday are typically not Zepbound related specifically, but I just don't think I'm going to have the time to do that this weekend. Because like I said, I've got the baby. My son just called me from the post office in Brooklyn, and they're doing that, and then he will be here. So I have no idea what that was. I'm so excited to hang out, and like I said, my aunt and my dad are coming over for dinner tonight, so I am going to get started on my beef tips because that takes about 4 hours, and stop peeling my shrimp for my shrimp Mozambique. So I think that's going to about do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging out with me, for checking in with me, and for keeping me on track each and every week. I will see you guys real soon. If you are new here, I would love it if you would stick around. Go hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, do all the things. It really does help me out. Remember, my friends, when you can't find the sunshine, you be the sunshine. Bye.